my name is Victoria, and I want to walk you through the basics that you should know before you start your job in the Web3 slash crypto slash blockchain slash DeFi space. So you must have heard about crypto, heard the word crypto, Bitcoin, or DeFi, or even blockchain technology, and then you might be curious about what it's all about, right? Um, Yes, I used to be in your shoes. I used to be, if you have that kind of question in your mind, I used to be in your shoes back in 2016. That was the first time I heard about Bitcoin. I thought it was the next Ponzi scheme up until 2018 when a colleague from school had to persuade me to pay attention, close attention. So I started reading, started watching videos, and then that was when I began to understand that Bitcoin crypto is actually money evolved, technology evolved, like just the same way tech has been evolving, and today we have the internet, we have the kind of smart devices that we have today. That's the same way money has been evolving from trade by barter to gold, silver, cowries, bronze, and then all the way down to paper money. The paper money you're used to, like your naira, your dollar, your yen, your pounds, and all of that. And then it has evolved into a money that you don't have to see or touch for you to be able to spend it or store it or save it or invest it. And that's digital money, aka cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency. So, and this cryptocurrency is built on a technology called the blockchain technology. And what makes this cryptocurrency actually a disruptor, or I don't want to use the word better than other currencies, is that at every point where money has been evolving, there's always a reason why money had to evolve from one form to the other. Like when money evolved from trade by barter to gold, it was because trade by barter wasn't sustainable. You can't store yam beans and all of that for a very long time. They're going to spoil, right? So you had to evolve into gold. What is storable? Sorry, say storable. I don't even know if that's a word, but it has to evolve into if states or a form of money that you can store. But then gold, silver, and the rest, they were too bulky to transport. Imagine having to, you always let them have to send money from one continent to the next. You have to transport your gold via ship, and it was, a lot of things like storms, shipwrecks, all those things can affect it, and there's so many factors that can affect it. So money had to evolve from that form all the way to paper currency. That's what we have right now. But then and then paper currency had to evolve to crypto because of central bank, like of the middleman, right? Banks became a middleman in between, because before paper currency, for you to, if you want to pay for anything, pay directly to someone. So there was no central body saying that they are saving your money for you, storing your money for you, and all of those stuff. But when the paper currency came into being, it became important that it needs to be like, it needs to be regulated so that a specific amount will flow, within a nation, within the country. If it's too much, if the amount of paper coins available is too many, if if, that if it's too many, it's a problem. If it's too little, it's a problem. Like inflation, hyperinflation, a lot of those things will happen. So um and then with all the whole drama with banks, so crypto came here to remove that central party and take us back to person, peer to peer transaction, where you don't have to know your, sorry, you might not know the person, or you might know the person, but the idea is there is no longer any middleman for you to be able to exchange money, and for you to be able to like even store, save your money and all of that. You can very well do, and nobody will know about it because it's stored somewhere. um so that's the idea behind cryptocurrency, and it's built on blockchain technology, and the blockchain itself is trustworthy. It's centralized, it's immutable. It's centralized in the sense that no one person can take over. Just like the way big corporations are taking over, um, can control the narrative, can do whatever they want to do in the crypto space. Um, as much as we have like big corporations buying large quantities, somebody can wake up one morning and then create create money. It's called magic money. Call it magic money. Create money out of thin air, and it becomes valuable, and then people cash out and make money. And it's all I put it now in its own way. It's sort of legit. Um, so so it sort of brought power back to the average man. Average man now has like a random opportunity. For me, I see like God's way to just randomly bless somebody. If you're well positioned in the crypto space, you can wake up one morning and you have money. Like money just happen to you in the form of airdrop. Like you can just wake up and just find out that something you have in your wallet is valuable. You sell it and you have like 100,000 naira, 200, 500K, 1 million, or even more, just because, right? So I see it as like a way to once in a while, like when you want to have a miracle of financial provision. That's one channel that can really happen. When someone wakes up and decide that they want to reward everybody because of a particular criteria, and then it's just like that. You just have money. So now cryptocurrency, digital money. The first of this digital money is Bitcoin, followed by, after Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies came out just to solve one problem or the other. Like, so there's a place you can see other cryptocurrencies are, a place like Coin Market Cap or CoinGecko. You can see other um, cryptocurrencies that came out after Bitcoin. We have the likes of Ethereum and different cryptocurrencies in the market. So this is like a place, it's like a market, it's like a place where these cryptocurrencies are listed. But not all of you can't find all of them here. But at least the ones that are listed here are listed here. So you can see them, see the information about them, see how much of it is in circulation, and all of that. So the blockchain technology is decentralized. So that means no single person has 100% control, and then it's immutable. That means you can't corrupt it. What I mean by you can't corrupt the tech. Maybe you can corrupt whatever is built on the tech, but you can't corrupt the tech itself. That means if anything is confirmed already on the blockchain, you can't edit it. So that is why the blockchain itself can disrupt the voting systems education, where trust is really needed, right? It's really needed. Um, so these are like key qualities of the technology: immutable, decentralized, distributed. Distributed in the sense that um, it's like a ledger. The technology is like a ledger whereby every transaction is there, transparent. You can always trace every transaction. Just copy the link on transaction. You can see where it went to. You might not see the name of the person it went to because the address is there without a name, but you can literally track where the money went to, where it landed. Of course, even the transaction cannot be reversed, but the money is traceable because the money is it's the data is transparent. So transparency, immutability, decentralization, distributed ledger. These are like key qualities of the technology. And then, so if you're going to like access opportunities in this industry, you need to know, have by definition, you need to know where this is coming from, where did tech come from. So in your own spare time, you can browse about it. Like, oh, just like I like to encourage people to be curious about these things, because to even execute your job role, whatever job that is, as a writer, video creator, um, video editor, you need to you need to even understand what you're trying to, like, it the project you want to work for, or you want to write about. So even to write, you need to like do a bit of research, and in the process you're going to learn a thing or two. And of course, like I tell people, you can't really work on something you don't understand, so you need to understand it first. So these are like key terminologies that you begin to get acquainted with. So, and then if when you hear Web3, you should be curious, like, to know, like, Web3, does that mean that there's Web2, Web1? Yes. So in the 90s, before 1994, that was Web1. The likes of Yahoo, remember like Yahoo Mail back then. We had that static web. The web was static. It was not. You can't interact with it. It was like a dictionary where you just like flip the pages, but you can't. You can just look at it, but you can't interact. So, but then over time, in the early 20s, 2000s, it evolved into Web 2, where we now have the likes of Facebook and the likes. So it brought in the idea of content creation, Instagram, and all of that. People said that. So it brought in a new set of jobs. That's why participating in technology is important, because every time technology evolves, it creates new job opportunities. It creates new opportunities for people to make money, new earning opportunities. So when the internet evolved from Web 1 to Web 2, it created new opportunities for people. Jobs like social media management became a thing. Digital marketing became a thing. Before digital marketing, it was just traditional marketing. For you to advertise whatever you are selling, you have to be on the radio, you have to be on the TV, you have to be on the billboards. But then it evolved to do Web 2. Digital marketing came out. And then when social media management, social media marketing, community management, all these skills came out because there's now a new tech that demands that skill set. And now that's this internet has evolved again into Web 3, where we are right now, whereby it's no longer about um, the web, like reading. It's no longer about interacting or creating content creation. It's not about owning. You can now own your data. Why? Because in Web 2, the likes of Facebook, Instagram, all of these big companies, they control. They can wake up on morning and say, "Oh, we don't like your face. We don't like what you're putting out there," and then shut you down and ban your account. But then now in Web 3, you can own your account. You can do stuff, and the people that created this won't even have access to it, because that's how powerful the blockchain is. So you can now read, create, and own it. And then we are even evolved into the stage of decentralized artificial intelligence, where we have AI agents and all of that. So the tech world is evolving, and this creates, it's not for something to be like, oh my god, this is no longer the way it used to be. You just start thinking about, oh, what opportunities is this thing creating for my skill? Do I need to upskill? There's something I can learn, and all of that. But then, even at that point, I like people to go for crypto jobs based on their strengths. What can you do, and how do you have transferable skills that you can use to now build upon and land opportunities? So, um, on that note, there are different, like you can even Google, you can Google key terminologies of this space of crypto and all of that. Read up on it, have questions, and always ask questions. Like this is not something you can learn in a night or in a day, but it's something that you become familiar with as you encounter something complex and you try to understand it. And by the time you try to understand it, it breaks it down. So I think that might help you to even understand these things better is to use ChatGPT, all these generative AI, ChatGPT or Gemini, and you can ask a question, tell it to explain this word to you like you are 7 years old, or in the most simplest manner possible, and it's going to break it down for you. So I've defined a blockchain, told you the key part of blockchain. I've explained how money evolved to cryptocurrency, and then Web 3, Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, how we got here. And so now, DeFi, decentralized finance. So the blockchain brought in DeFi. The money before DeFi used to be centralized, but now we now have DeFi, decentralized finance, whereby you can access banking, but no longer in your conventional way. You're in the bank, but then you can access the same bank if you're like lending, borrowing, all those things in the blockchain, on the blockchain, without necessarily going through the bank. You can still get loans with collateral, but now the collateral is no longer like your lands, but other forms of digital money can serve as collateral for you to like get stuff. So even banking have become decentralized now in the form of decentralized finance. So there are different Web3 platforms, right? So why are these jobs here now? Like I said, each time there because it's a new tech, there are problems, there are challenges. Even from Bitcoin itself, that is the first of the cryptocurrencies. It has a challenge, right? So every other cryptocurrency that have come out tries to solve a problem that they see. The idea is, how do we make this thing even simpler? or how do we make this even more secure? How do we there's a what we call that the crypto space has a what they call a tripartite problem, whereby no you can't have the three of them: centralization, I think security, and there's one other stuff, one other feature. It must be two over three, right? So projects are trying to solve this problem. So as these projects are coming out, it's creating opportunities. When these projects come out, they would need different kind of skill sets to help them achieve their goals. This is where the jobs come in, right? For example, someone who wants to, let me even use the fintech that we know, like the OP, the money point, and all of that. Before now, nobody, we had our traditional banks like GT Bank, First Bank, and the rest, were other traditional banks. But Fair FinTech came in to solve the problem that existed with the banking system, right? And they made banking really easy and accessible for even for the market woman. So that's how crypto is. So now more fintech platforms are coming out trying to solve one problem or the other. Same thing in crypto space. Projects are coming out trying to solve one problem or the other. And when they come out, they will need a team. They will need people who can help them achieve that goal. So which is where I'm gonna have code and no code and no code skills. That is coding skills and no and non-coding skills. And coding skills involves like blockchain development, front end development, back end development, full stack, and the rest of them, mobile app development. But then no code skills, that's non-tech, the one that doesn't require coding, involves writing, social media management, community management, marketing, video creation, uh, or slash, or you call it content creation, and all of that. So there are like opportunities for these different skill sets and all of that. So that's why I even created a course. I created a course to help people with the different strategies that they can um, apply in order to get those jobs, right? And I have like this personal coaching community, but that's that's by the way. So um, now you need to know key industry words. I'm going to share it with like a PDF that you can look at. So when you come into this space, the first thing you need to do is to get a wallet, create a wallet, right? You need to create a wallet. The different kinds of wallets, Phantom wallets, MetaMask, Trust wallets. Now, these wallets are like your personal bank. Is your personal a place where you keep your money, your funds. It's where you keep your valuables, where you keep your crypto. Even when you get paid in the crypto space, that's where you receive it, and then you can still exchange it for naira. Exchange it for naira at the dollar rates, whatever rates it's in the market at the day you want to convert to naira in order to spend it. So a wallet is number one thing that you need to have. And then when it comes to wallets too, there's what we call um, recovery phrases. This is a lot. Like crypto is not something you learn in a day, but this is like I'm just trying to point out it is that you need to know or pay attention to, or you might encounter. Um, so it's what we call I mentioned wallets, and it is blockchain explorers. It's like I mentioned earlier, if a transaction happens, you can track that transaction in what we call blockchain explorers. Every blockchain now in the whole blockchain technology, there are not different blockchains. So we have Ethereum blockchain, Solana blockchain, BNB blockchain, different blockchains serving different purposes, its own community, and all of that. Um, so now these websites I just showed you now have different tokens, different cryptocurrencies. There are different projects, which means that each project represents a company. Just see it as a company. See that right now on this platform now, there are over, see now, market cap, um, dominance. So this is all the crypto trending the last 24 hours. New tokens. These are the new ones. So see them as companies that just launched. They launched the gainers, the most visited, you know, most visited, and then these are different categories because of course, just like how we have it in the Web2 world, fintech, we have different kind of companies. So in the crypto space, they are called categories. Those different kind of companies are under different categories depending on how important that narrative is at the time. I don't even know if all this is upset and making sense, but I believe you're going to have questions down the line. But and that's how it gets better. The more questions you have, the more you begin to like get clarity. Um, so in this space, before you start looking for a job, it's good to start from a transferable skill. Which skills are you did you come with? So now, for you, it's probably for you video content writing. So they have a place in the crypto space. You know, we're in an age where video content they communicate more than even written content sometimes. Not all the time though, but sometimes. So as a writer, you can create marketing materials like content that you can use to promote a project or even educate people about the project. So if you have very good storytelling skills, the ability to like capture people and take them down a flow, that's going to be very, 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 very valuable. It's a valuable skill. So, so YouTube can be your friend at this point too. YouTube can be a friend at this point. So you can easily like search anything, terminology or anything at all on YouTube. Like I said, you can also use ChatGPT to get your questions answered. And um, start start looking at this. Get hands-on experience. You must start like opening these applications like on your phone. On your phone now, can install a wallet like Trust Wallet for example. Can install gaming app. You can install um, Phantom Wallet, and and then you begin to you begin to exploit and identify what you don't understand, what doesn't make sense. Trust me, if it doesn't make sense at the beginning, it's fine. It's totally fine because that was all of us. Every one of us was at that point where, by we're coming from a whole different industry, and then you come into the crypto space, like, what is going on here? None of this makes sense. And then, but then, I remember praying a lot. I prayed because it was like mathematics, and I didn't like maths. It wasn't making sense to me at the time, so I had to pray. I was like, God help me to understand this thing, and He did. So all of a sudden it became clear. Like I can look at it and it all makes all the sense. So if you encounter any challenge like grasping on any of these things, it's totally normal. But then, like I said, I always leverage the supernatural in all these things. I just pray about it to make it easier for me, so I don't have to spend so much time trying to crack something that should have been easier. Um, so so you need to so always leverage YouTube and the free resources online when you want to write, when you want to create content. And then the biggest community for these technologies on Twitter, right? X, currently known as X. Every project that ever exists must have a Twitter account. No Twitter account, no project. So usually, whenever a project launches, the first thing they create is a Twitter account. Next thing they create is a community account, which can be on Telegram or Discord. So now, where do you find these jobs? Now, this is where that my course comes in, or you can also go through it. I believe it's going to help you, like beyond referrals that might come from me. Going through the course would also help you so that you would know what to do. Let's say you have a free time to scout, you would know what to do, where to look, and land that opportunity. So now, I know you're going to have like more questions, but just know that it's not, this technology didn't come out of the blues. It's simply money evolved, built on a technology that have also evolved, because the taste tech evolved all the way from the times of, like, in the ancient times. I think the Egypt, all those ancient civilization time, when they needed to transmit messages, cryptic messages. That's like one of the times when this technology begins to, like, um, come out little by little, little by little, and eventually we get here. So, if you have any questions at this point, please ask. I'm going to share materials. I'm going to share more videos if you're open to it, and then from my YouTube channel, and to help you maximize this coming up. But trust me, the money in the crypto space is worth it. I mean, $100 today is over 160k, and that's the least you can earn per month in this space. $100, right? And there's some places where they don't even pay people $100. Why people earn more? People earn a whole lot more than that in this space. And then the more you use the space, the more the space can even reward you with free money in a way. Free money in a way. It's not exactly free money because you earned it by doing something. Something qualified you for the money. But then, excuse me, excuse me. So, but then they usually come as gifts. Gifts. So, um, Web3 Career is one of the largest websites for jobs. I usually don't recommend it for people to apply to jobs, but you can use it to get acquainted with different kind of jobs that people do in this space. So the different kind of jobs, different categories of jobs, like now, non-tech, entry level. Under entry level, you're going to see lots of job remote. Entry level, can you see internship program, and all of that. So, all right. So, see you in your next question if you have one.